Hey folks, Ira here. I hope you all have had a great Saturday. Thanks for tuning in for the Earthquake Report. Today is June the 18th, 2016. It was on this day in 1994 when a 6.8 struck New Zealand. Some structural damage was experienced at Christchurch, and landslides blocked Highway 73 between Arthur's Pass and Christchurch. This earthquake was felt throughout South Island and the southern part of North Island. This is what's happening. The active governor of Rio de Janeiro has declared a state of financial disaster so he can gain the ability to manage the state's scarce resources less than just 2 months from when Brazil hosts the Olympic Games. Rio's state government is in such dire straits that 2 of its hospitals were taken over by the city government to allow doctors to keep receiving their paychecks. Jeez. Wildfires continue to rage out west, and evacuations have occurred in at least 3 states: New Mexico, Arizona, and California. Hopefully these areas will receive relief very soon. And it appears as though the UK is heading for an exit from the European Union. As this is being signaled, so are warning cries from financial advisors around the globe. Some are saying, should this materialize, it will lead to troublesome times in July, and many domestic and emerging markets will lag. This is my take. With the debt levels being what they are, it would appear to me that every nation is heading towards financial distress. World debt is simply beyond anything one could ever repay. It is estimated that with our debt alone here in the United States, which is approaching $20 trillion, it will take an estimated 398 million years to pay off. Yeah, that's not happening. Anyways, also on this day, on June 18th, 1178, 5 Canterbury monks saw 2 horns of light on the moon's surface, and it was later proposed that they were witnessing the formation of the Giordano Bruno crater. Now that's awesome. Alright, earthquake report time, here we go. As of 4:40 p.m. Eastern Time, we have clocked in 156 earthquakes. For those interested, last week alone we experienced 2,608. This brings our monthly total to 6,204. For historical reference, a year ago today, we clocked in 235 earthquakes. The strongest to strike the planet then was a magnitude 5.4 that struck Vanuatu. As it stands now, we have yet to register an earthquake greater than a 5.5. This actually struck our pals in Argentina earlier today. The epicenter originated in or around San Antonio de los Cobres in northwestern Argentina. Fortunately, no casualties or damage have been reported yet, according to local authorities. Finally, we have also experienced a magnitude 5.0 that hit False Pass, Alaska. We have clocked in 9 magnitude 4 earthquakes. This includes a 4.8 that hit the southwest Indian Ridge, another 4.8 that originated in Afghanistan, a third 4.8 that struck Yuto, Japan, a 4.5 that registered via the Solomon Islands, a 4.7 and a 4.5 that hit Indonesia, a 4.8 that hit Argentina, a 4.5 in Peru, and a 4.6 in Panama. The remaining earthquakes struck various locations here in the United States. We see that Hawaii has registered 7 thus far. All but 1 earthquake struck the volcano. The strongest experienced was a 2.1. Speaking of Hawaii, the fight over regulating genetically engineered crops in 3 Hawaiian counties was back in a federal courtroom this week as some agricultural giants look to protect their farms from bans against modified foods. They claim there is scant scientific evidence to prove that foods grown from engineered seeds are less safe than conventional counterparts. This is what I think. First of all, I think it's baloney. Second, I believe that one day we will learn that one cause of the massive bee die-off that we have been experiencing over the past couple of years is due to genetically modified organisms. And I would like to tip my hat to Russia and the other 30-plus countries refusing to import GMO crops. Way to watch out for your people. Anyways, what are your thoughts on GMOs? Alaska has experienced only 25, the strongest to register being the previously mentioned 5.0 that hit False Pass. Washington has clocked in 5. This includes a 1.1 that hit Rockport, a 0.6 that shook Packwood, and a series of minor earthquakes, 3 in total, that had an average magnitude of only a 0.8 that hit Bridgeport. Oregon has logged 2, these being a .9 and a .4 in Lakeview. It is in this state earlier this week that a resident was, for the first time, legally recognized as a third gender. The legal term used to describe this person is non-binary. These are indeed interesting times. California has experienced 90 earthquakes thus far. The most intense to strike today was a 2.7 in Anza. As it stands now, California has experienced over 3,054 earthquakes just this month alone. This actually accounts for nearly 50% of the earthquakes we have experienced around the globe this month, and that is incredible. Nevada has experienced 10 today. The strongest to strike the Sagebrush State was a 1.9 in Austin. Utah has seen 0 earthquakes thus far. The same applies to Montana, Wyoming, and Idaho. Oklahoma has clocked in 1, this being a 2.8 that hit Langston. The New Madrid seismic fault experienced movement today. We had a 2.0 that hit just on the border between Tennessee and Portageville, Missouri. Portageville just so happens to be our location of interest for today. This is a small city located in New Madrid County. As of the 2010 census, the population sat at 3,228. It is up for debate as to when this area was settled, but most believe it was between either 1807 or 1848. It is believed that perhaps a small settlement was made there in 1807 and destroyed by the 1811 and 1812 earthquakes, and a permanent settlement was not made until 1848. Anyways, at the turn of the 20th century, Portageville contained 2 sawmills, 2 cotton gins, and 2 Protestant churches. That's pretty awesome. The eastern limb of the North American Craton has been quiet as well. No earthquakes to report at this point in time. And that is it for the Earthquake Report. If you experienced an earthquake today, or if you would simply like to chat, please post down below. I would like to hear from you. Make certain to like and subscribe, share if you feel inclined. Also, if you like the social media thing, you can link to us via the standard allotted social sites in the description. We'll end this report with a video feed from our favorite star. Guys, stay safe. Have a great night. Hoorah!